is my sister. So I think there's something not all there.
I'm made it like that. I'm born it like that. I'm living like that.
King Kong, Chris Brown, don't get out the way.
Tell me how.
She just doesn't comprehend. Like, she's 16 years old. She doesn't comprehend. She is not a natural racist. She never was. And wasn't even raised like that. Was raised around black people all her life. But I think there is some self-hate there. What did your brother lie about on the show? About pretending that Treasure was a racist. Does she know that it's on site if... Well, it's not just a Beehive member. It's everyone who wants to see her. Does your brother speak bad about it on Insta? My brother doesn't really have an Instagram. Not that I know of. Well, he does. He does, actually. But he don't really post, or I don't really follow him. She's looking for a comment yet. But she's not going to do it off disgracing my father's name, who I was more... No, it was not real. So your mother... They're all doing it because they wanted an all-expense paid trip to California. Tomorrow, right now CPS is closed, but tomorrow I'll be calling them, giving them all of her information. Honestly, I could put Treasure's all of her information out there. But that's a scary thing to do because they're now people who want to kill my sister. And she just does not come. Where y'all mom? My mom's, where y'all from? Oh, I'm from Detroit. Thank you for exposing her. You're welcome. I am fully for Black beauty and showcasing, and I feel like what she's doing is just, it needs to be stopped immediately. So it's like, she's doing it on like something that I'm very active on. Nobody wants to kill your sister. They're all taught. You can't trust today's day and age. You cannot trust it. Why would you call CPS? Because she's on the run from CPS. She is basically a criminal. She hasn't been to school in years, and her school would call and leave phone calls looking for her, saying where she's at. My mom lost custody because she was going to go to jail because Treasure stopped going to school for a while. She's like, she stopped going to school. CPS started looking. So now she's supposed to be going to juvenile. And she's supposed to have been in juvenile for a while. She was supposed to be locked up. Yes, our whole family is from Detroit. All of this was just for an all-expense paid trip. They did not get paid anything. They just were flown out for free and, you know, be able to eat what they want and stuff like that. Did the stepdad die? I consider that my real father. I do not refer to him as my stepdad, but he died in 2006. The only time I want to see Treasure is, you know, when CPS is taking her away. She grew up in the hood, so there are people who would hurt her. Well, my sister, my other sister, I have, keep in mind, 6 of us all together. Well, 7 of us. 6 of us are still on this planet. One of my brothers killed himself. My older brother is slow. He's really not on social media like that. My other sister, she's really smart. She's younger than me. She's not really into all this drama. And Kendall and Treasure are together. And then my other brother, he's just a baby. So it's like he doesn't care. She's only 6, but he's going through his own thing. So she's only 16. What did she do? Has she grew up to become a bad person? My mom stopped taking care of her. And she kind of had to fend for herself out in the streets and out in the ghettos. And her job was going from door to door. Can you cousin what happened? Like the real story, please. What? Well, one of her jobs was when my mom stopped taking care of. She would go to door pretending like she was a part of a church and asking people to donate to her church, and she didn't even go to church. Can you explain the real story? I'm late. I'm 25. Does Treasure and her mom have a good relationship? No. My mom doesn't have a good relationship with any of her children. She's trying with my younger brother, but he's a baby, and I don't think she's doing the best job with him, to be honest. So basically your mom and her maid of the story trying to get a bag. Yeah, trying to be internet famous. But if they would have came up with anything else, I'd have been fine. But the fact that they came up with putting my dad out there, making him seem like a white supremacist. This is a man who I love, who raised me, who did nothing but treat us with kindness and love us since day one. So I can't stand by that. And I have to disagree with that. Are you okay? I'm alive. I'm pretty sure that means, do I hate my mom? I don't hate none of my family. I used to be very, very close with my family. And if you go on my Instagram, you still see pictures of me and my mom, sometimes my sisters and my friends. And the only person who I really don't have current pictures like that is the Treasure, because she was always doing her own little ghetto hood rat thing. And it's like, I'm not into that kind of stuff. Treasure 16. She was born in 2003 or 2002 or 3. I don't remember, but I know she was born on the 4th of July. For people who missed last night's, the Treasure's lying. Oh, yeah, they're telling me the truth. So is your dad white, or was that just... Okay, my mom, before we were all born, my mom got married to William Richards, who's my father, who is the guy in the video who's the white man. So, what are they saying? Okay. She married him and then had a whole bunch of kids and was cheating on him. He was an older guy. She was cheating on him. She had 6 kids and basically 5 different baby daddies. And he was older and he just wanted a family. So he kind of like, it was kind of like an unspoken thing that she had boyfriends and stuff like that. It was kind of like an unspoken thing. So, but she was living a good life. We were all really blessed, and Daddy loved, and he accepted us for who we are, and he took really, really good care of us. And I was really close with my father, and I do not consider him my stepdad. He raised me. He signed all of our birth certificates. He loved children. He loved babies. He was such a good person, and he does not deserve to be treated so bad. Well, they say my mom would tell my brother Wesley, who committed suicide, that was his real father. But we also have other family members who were kind of pale looking. They were black, but they were really, really fair. And then somebody told him that those were his people, and that, a man from that side of the family was his father. And yeah, so it really kind of, my mom had a lot of kids, but a lot of different people. I don't know if, like, Wesley was biological his father, but from what we've been told by our mother, that was only Wesley's real dad. But I always considered him my real dad too. So where's Treasure now? Treasure is, I know exactly where she is, but I'm not going to put that out there because I don't want people to hurt her. Your sister got, I don't know what that means. So your mom was the top. No, my mom was a hoe. That's our new thing. My mom was a real hoe. She wasn't that hoe over there. She was the hoe. Hoe. She was a hoe. So let's just be honest. Let's just call it for what it is. And to be honest, she was kind of grooming me to be a hoe too since I was very young. She couldn't do anything else for clout. Did you stop talking to your family? I don't think my family will ever be the same because of this. Why don't you go over there and whoop her ass? It's not even worth it. That girl's 16, I'm 25. I'll go to jail. I've whooped her in the past. Like, I've whooped her with belts. I slapped her in the face. I'm the second oldest, but the oldest girl. Has your mom said anything? Nope. My mom's phone has been blocked. She's been acting really weird, so my mom's a very, very strange person. I don't know if she's alive even, to be honest. Please fix your wig. I like my wig to the side because I got a big forehead. It looks fine to me right now. I don't care. To be a hoe. That's not right. My mom she did worse than that. I'm praying for y'all. Oh my God. Honestly, if I was you, I'd stay away. Sounds like there's nothing but chaos. Oh yeah, it's so evil. So evil between all 3 of them. You look good, baby. Somebody said fix my wig. I like my wig like this. I like it to the side and with a part. And if I have it like that, then I'm not going to be able to see. So I got to put it like this. Okay. Thank you. Since Treasure was trolling, do you know if she came up with the idea of saying she hates black people herself, or do you think... Nope, she came up with that idea for attention. She came up with that idea. Where do you think Treasure's behavior come from? From the neglect of my mom? Honestly, there's always something wrong. There's something wrong with all my mom's kids. Even me, but now it's like I'm healing. There's something wrong with all of us. But it's because the way we were treated and abused. And it's like because the abuse and the neglect, we all couldn't comprehend it because this was our real mom. So it's like we all kind of coped and acted out in our own way. Like with me, I turned to a lifestyle of pain and darkness, and I'll be like completely honest. I was a stripper. I was really into like doing dirt in the strip club, and I didn't have a lot of self-value, and my mom would always tell me I'm ugly and always compare herself to me. And my mom would buy all these fancy clothes because after my dad died, she got left with a lot of money, and I had lost so much weight. I really couldn't fit a lot, and I remember I'd have to steal their clothes. Sometimes I would get beat up for trying to wear clothes that fit me. I would get beat up for the silliest, stupidest things, and it really left a lasting effect on all of us. And my brother, that's why he killed himself, because of the things that happened after our father died was just so traumatic. Like, it kind of made us all snap. And now it's like Treasure was so young at the time, but now it's really starting to come out that there was something wrong with that girl too. Especially because my mom doesn't take care of her, and that she's out there on the street in the hood, Do you have evidence to back up? I have evidence to back everything up. I am very active on social media. I have photos, I have videos, I just found a YouTube video of me celebrating Treasure's birthday, and you hear me talking to her. You can see and hear Treasure a little bit, but you can mostly see her because she was really skinny, so she's like easy, but you see me celebrating Treasure's birthday and talking to her. And I just found that video, but I'm always like, it's like I love pictures and videos because I'm very paranoid. And I lost so many people that I love. And I'm like, okay, if I don't ever see this person again, at least I have a lot of pictures and videos of them. And so that's kind of why I do that now. Do you think your mom put on Dr. Phil for money? They didn't get paid for Dr. Phil, and it was Treasure's idea. So your brother, who was on the show, everyone knew they were faking. How can we find the video? The YouTube video of Treasure's birthday? I'll share it. She really not like black people. All Treasure known as black all her life. Why would your mom go along with Treasure's bad idea? Because she wanted to go to an all expenses paid trip to California. My mom's used to live in a certain lifestyle. She hasn't lived that lifestyle in years. She lost all of her money. It's broke. So, she wanted to get this last hurrah in. Were you invited to go on the show? Definitely not, because I didn't even know what it was about. I didn't know. I was asking them when they told us that they were going to go. What are you guys going to go for? I'm thinking it's going to be for some real shit. Treasure is banned from every CVS in America. She's a middle school dropout. Such a hood rat. Sold fake hair online for high prices. Delivered fake weaves to people's home. But deliver weave to people's home. That was like bullshit quality dollar store hair for like $50 and stuff like that. She had people looking for her since then. Do you communicate with Treasure now? Not now. But I had spoken to her recently. She told me when she came back from Dr. Phil, and when this aired, she told me a little stuff about Dr. Phil and being on the set and how funny this was. So she still, yes, Treasure was caught shoplifting. I'm glad that you have exposed her. I think it's better to people know. Yep, I'm exposing all of them. My mom, my brother, and my sister. Yeah, they were flown out. That's why they went. 25. I'm 25 years old. Does Treasure have any black? All Treasure's friends are black. When she started acting like the way she does now. Treasure's always been a little type, like kind of like a little brat, but she was always a sweet little girl. It wasn't until my mom neglected her and left her, thrown her to the streets like how she does all her kids, that Treasure started acting like this. Who has custody of her? Treasure's on the run. CPS should, she should be in CPS care. My mom does not have custody of her. You should tell Dr. Phil what you know. Fuck Dr. Phil. I wonder if they're going to get in trouble now. They will, because I'm calling CPS tomorrow. They did not get paid for being on Dr. Phil. They just got paid with the all expenses paid trip and the food, and, my mom got her teeth bleached. My mom got a free wig. That wig that she has on is a Vivica Fox wig she was bragging to me about. So I was wondering, how do you feel about this whole situation? I feel like it's an embarrassment to my family. She's embarrassed our family so bad. Our family is so hurt and devastated, and everybody's talking about my mom. Like, why would she do this? Why? And what hurts me the most is seeing my dad's pictures. My dad was an older gentleman. Before he married my mom, he had a wife previously who passed away, and he already had kids, and they were all adults. And I know they're like so embarrassed that their father is being put out there like that too. So it's like I want to stick up for them. I want to stick up mostly for my dad and for my family, and then for my culture, because I'm a black woman and I'm a proud black woman. I always knew I was black, even though my dad was white. I just accepted him for him and me for me, and that's how it was in our house. How she get to A? I have no clue. I'm pretty sure Dr. Phil, think about it. Dr. Phil did not do his research on my sister. So with Treasure having the last name as Richards, honestly, that's all they needed. That's all they wanted. Treasure is on the run for sure. But if, they're not going directly to CPS, and CPS kind of stopped looking because it's been years she's supposed to have been in jail. So Dr. Phil already didn't do his research, because you can see posts from my sister saying stuff about, Black Lives Matter and blah, blah, blah. If he didn't do his research on that, him and his people, then why would they do research seeing, like, okay, is this girl legit? Like, is this her mother? That could have been her sister, and, she could have lied and said it was her mom. Dr. Phil's an asshole, yes. Treasure can't even vote yet. Shaking my head, no, she can't. Treasure is watching this right now. I don't give a fuck. I hope that little bitch is watching me. But she blocked me, so. CBS ain't shit anyway. Nope, definitely not in Detroit. But I can't say CBS ain't shit here, because it's like they tried. They looked, and my family would hide her. And I'm responsible for that too. I've hid her. Saying, oh, Treasure, they're here. Oh, Treasure, call your friends and go home. Like, go to their house, because CPS, we heard CPS. Hey guys, so I just tried to call CPS, and I was like number 25 in line. Then I got a phone call. It's a very stressful situation. I'm gonna try to continue putting them on blast, but y'all just please pray for me.
I made it like that. I'm born it like that. I'm living like that.
King Kong, Chris Brown, don't get out the way.
Tell me how.